What's up, everybody? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. No, my camera's not working for some reason, so we might go cameraless. Yeah, I have this great thing where every time I go to stream, every piece of software that I have needs to update. Hello? It's like I turn on, I had to update glyphs, I had to update, what else did I have to update this time? Streamlabs, had to update. Now my camera's not working, it's just a shit show, everybody. Oh well. You'll get to deal with my little blinking eyeball down here instead. And let's just make sure our music doesn't cut out. Let's see, genre, ambient, that was working great. Cool, so, yeah, welcome Elena. Everything had to be updated, including apparently my little webcam. I need to update it. It has like a second of life when I plug it in, but he cuts in and out. So, but a couple good things came out of updating. Updated glyphs. For whatever reason, it wasn't letting me update, and then it was letting me update. So at least now, it thinks that it can export, though I don't know if it can actually export. Oh look! It looks like it could export now. Cool! Alright, I was working on Kaylee the other day. Oh, I also have this fun thing. I was playing with the font that is tentatively named Hawaii. We'll come back to that one in a second. I was working in Kaylee a little bit. But it's not very happy. Kaylee's not very happy with me. Like this weird, I don't know, this layer should map to that layer, and this layer should map to that layer, this layer, and those should all be right, but it has this weird intermittent phase, and it doesn't look like Harvo does that. Like Harvo looks like it gets it, you know? Like this layer maps to that layer. These two map where they're supposed to map to, right? Just to each other, and the shapes totally change. Like they're totally different from this layer and that layer. But Kaylee isn't doing that for me. Like it should be this layer, and that one mapped together, and this layer and that layer. So I don't know what's going on. It's a little buggy, it seems. But we'll sort out how we deal with those bugs a little bit. Not tonight. We're gonna actually draw something tonight. I was playing with this font, this little playful font that I had an idea for that will come someday, probably after I finish these other two, maybe three fonts, who knows. Called, I like the name Hawaii because that's near a mountain range that I grew up in. But they have these really cool features now called segments. So like I drew this H with it's just a rectangle that I drew, and then attached vertical and horizontal bits and attach them to segments. So if you change the segment, so this is the vertical segment, and if I change this segment, say something like this, then my H changes. Haha. Crazy, right? Same with, I was trying to figure out how corner components work. They seem to work pretty well, except for on other starting paths. So this corner has it's got a vertical segment and a horizontal segment applied to it to make that nice soft little cupping curve sort of serif. But I thought that would be a really fun vertical font or a variable axis if it was like if it sort of weebled and wobbled, you know, like here it does this, and so it gets bold that way, it gets light this way. I thought that would be crazy. So I don't know. I just started to play with, as I was trying to troubleshoot my other fonts, I found those little changes there and thought that might work. So someday we might play, we'll come and play with Hawaii a little bit, but at the moment it's just my little playground. Don't save. That'd be nice, huh? I'm trying to, as best I can, to break all this software. Trying to break glyphs, and I think I've done it a couple of times, which is great. But tonight I've got some tea, some Earl Grey tea with a little bit of milk. Oh, Joey, welcome from being type. Oh, you moderated Type Weekend? Wow, you hero. You hero. That was a great conference. I spoke at 2 type conferences and 1 teaching conference in the last quarter of 2020, and Type Weekend was the best. So applause and hats off to you. Yeah, this is the process. Welcome. I am basically struggling through our italics in Harvo, which is great. Pretty much we're just grinding through our curves, which of course an X doesn't have, so we'll just green that. We'll green light that one right away. I think our Z does though. Yeah, our Z has some crazy stuff. So we're just working through this plugin here that Elena actually introduced us to, who streams right after this, or she overlaps with the last 30 minutes of my stream at like 10:30 my time, maybe 9:30 Seattle time, or Vancouver time. I don't know, I'm so sorry. So we're just fixing these curves, which is just a nothing process. Just to touch them up, because I just learned about this a couple weeks ago, a month ago. Oh no, kidding. I always forget how many layers there are in these bad boys. Yes, 8:30 in Vancouver. 8:30 in Vancouver, everybody. So, about the time you get bored of me pushing pixels around, you hop over to that stream. I think that's how this is supposed to work. So if we do that, oh, that's better. It's bigger. There it is. There's a letter worth looking at. Oh boy. Yeah, so we've got Harvo to finish up. That's getting closer with every pixel that I push. And Kaylee coming up soon. I'll just with this like that. A little bit better? Sure. I think all my fonts that happen in the future after this process with Harvo, I think they'll be much faster. Just out of pure practice and having some semblance of what's gonna happen. You know, like Harvo. Is this background music really loud for you guys? It's like blowing me out here. The volume is just all over the place. Yeah, we have learned a lot this first go around for sure. Welcome, Susie. Welcome, welcome. We've got a Type Weekend moderator in, so say your thanks to Joey. This one? No, this one. Yeah. Sure. Z. Okay. And then we've got a Y, which doesn't really have any curves, right? I mean, I don't really know if that tells us anything. Other than I have this really funny serif that clips off. All those clip off. I'm happy this is working again, though. This thing down here. Yeah? I wish I could track this instead of blur it. I wish I could track it. Especially when I'm not like upkeeping my spacing at all. So this is alternate F, I think. Elena, do you have like a workflow that you take when working through fonts? Because I definitely didn't have one when I while starting Harvo, and it has kicked my butt not having that. It's like a little heart. Happy Valentine's Day. I've since tried to build a disgustingly large Asana task board, which has many things that I like to do is excessive, but hopefully useful. So like if I do a new font like that Owyhee font, I'll walk it through that process. I've been working through on Kaylee through a better process, but I just don't know if there's like a guidebook. Like, how do you know when a font's good to publish or not? You know, you just like go for it. Who knows? V, no curves. No curves. No curves. Whoa. Okay. Okay. So if we did some, man, we would really grind if when we do some whatever symbols, some diacritics. When we do our diacritics, we'll really grind through these. I think we've got just dozens of characters here. You just have a garbled collection of Google Docs too? Yeah, I think mine like exist as sticky notes somewhere. Well, they did until now, until my Asana board. Have you seen my crazy Asana task board? We'll scroll through it again just in case. There's no book that you're aware of? Shoot. It's not like an appendix to Designing Type 2nd edition. I really thought she would have done that. Okay, this is great. This looks great. I think. I mean, the only change of this would be like if we did it like that, right? Which we could do. Is that how you're supposed to do that? Like this instead? Let's see. I've got the book here. I've got the book right here. Designing Type. Does it have? It has diacritics now, right? Page 6, chapter 6 numbers. No. The at sign, the hyphen, question, quotation, evolution of the punctuation. It's great. Ampersand. Overview of diacritics. Does it have? It doesn't have any italics though. That's right. Oh, it has no italics. That's why we haven't looked at this yet. Okay. Yeah, my handy dandy book isn't so handy dandy. Elena, you'll enjoy this. So here, in very small type, is my crazy sort of outline at the moment. Yeah, it has diacritics now. No italics, but it has diacritics at the end, and ampersands and at symbols and some other junk. It's good. It's real good. Ooh, a choose your own adventure mini site. Yeah, that would be a really complicated flowchart. This is the one that I have built for myself. So it's got, oh gosh, my little dreaming scheme. This is what I love most, is the dreaming and scheming part. And I probably love this part the most too, second most. Drawing the base set. It's got all the uppercase letters as nice little check boxes. Look at that. Bam, load more. All the way. In Roman, this is Roman of course. Lowercase, it's got numbers, currency and math, checklist. Look at this. Yes, our currency symbols here. Math symbols. Yeah. It's got punctuation, some arrows, and then the dot black numbers, because I decided to put those in my base set of publication characters, because everything I do is Akimbo dot black, so why not? And then it has my publishing checklist, which is speedpunking. That's what we're doing right now. Speedpunking Harvo. Space it, kern it, make a specimen web page, package it, Facebook shop it, bam. Ship it. It should be in there. It is the last one. Then the italic version, publish again. Then I've got draw an extended set list. Here are the uppercase accents with 101 tasks. 101 tasks on it. Look at all these. Perfect. The lowercase accent, which is 103 tasks. So apparently there are 2 more lowercase accented characters than uppercase. It's great. Basic math, some fractions, and then getting, you know, nice and robust in our numbers. Old styles, lining, some tabular currency, some ordinals. We've got some ligatures to include ligature accents, gender symbols, and denominators. Circled numbers, yeah, it's got the whole shebang. Then it's got the checklist for italic of all those things to publish it again, and a final set, which is like all small caps, which I love to use, but it's so specialized that it's in the final set that's like maybe. Might eventually get to these ones, but probably not. So, yeah, if you want to copy that, let me know. I don't know how to share Asana task boards, but I'm willing. I'll ship it to you. It was a lot of copying and pasting. All that to say, I don't know what to do with an italic/O at the moment. I was gonna just finish that off, but I don't know what to do. And then this one. Yeah, small caps have to be a maybe, right? I feel like small caps you do after you figure out that everybody wants it for something big. But definitely not a main priority. So I think my E, yeah, it pinches in a little bit. I dropped that crossbar a little bit. I'm tempted to just redo this. Well, maybe not. Okay, we'll steampunk it again. Steampunk, Speedpunk. Yeah, not bad. It's not bad. Basically, I like to set up the systems and then let other people run the systems. I'm not as keen to maintaining the systems. I love to set up the systems. Which is why I think I'm a good brand identity designer. I set up their system and then say peace out, or I build them a new system. All right, it's good. Has anybody here watched WandaVision yet on Disney Plus? The first 2 episodes? Do we have any super nerds here? I'm trying to figure out if I should watch it. I'm skeptical, but also have no other content to watch. Susie, did you watch it? You can't. You have. I'm only trusting you if you've watched it. You can't just tell me to do it if you haven't watched it yet. I guess I can move this one to there at least. No, you haven't. Take one for the team. Gosh. I don't know how long that. Oh my word. Hello. Okay. Let's start in the baby ones. Take one for the team. Okay, well, I don't know. 45 minutes seems like a long time for the team. I just don't know if it's going to be any good. You know, I wasn't crazy about which sister was it? Which Olsen sister was it? I wasn't crazy about her when she played the role the first time around. Let alone some weird at home. It feels, I mean, the trailers make it look like Full House, right? Like, or not Full House. What is the movie I'm thinking of? The Brady Bunch. The setting feels very Brady Bunch-ish, which I'm sure Disney is trying to like pull on the nostalgic heartstrings of America. Why is that so different color? Susie, my automod, didn't like the it filtered his name, Dick Van Dyke. It filtered both parts. Both parts. His first name and the last name. Here we go. I think I can allow it. Although I just permitted the term. So now apparently people can just use those words in my chat. Hopefully not. What is dyke in Dutch? What does that mean? Like if he's a van, it's of, right? Here's my Dutch culture. I married into a very Dutch culture, right? Very American Dutch. They're not. I mean, grandma and grandpa are Dutch. But I married a Van der Zee, which is of the sea, and they were married to her grandparents are Van Drunens, which is of the... Oh, I don't know, what is it? Van Drunen. What is happening here? Hello? What in the world? I don't know what her... It's like of the... I mean, her grandpa is like... sort of jokes. It's like, oh, it's... You should know, it's of the Droon. And you're like, oh, I don't know what a Droon is either. Sorry, sir, I'm not Dutch. Forest? Maybe? I don't know. Who knows? I'm gonna lose family credit for saying all this. Family rep. That's got such a bad kink in it. When did this happen? Oh, it's gotta be the italic change, right? My little cursify. It's just murdered this. You know, like that kink right there. Yikes. Yikes. There's a little hole right here. Yikes. So Richard Van Dyke had to have been of something. Although we've got cousins. I'm married into a family with cousins who are the Van Dykes. We got Van everything. You name it, we've got it. Oh yeah, okay, we're definitely gonna have to fix this guy. He is just hurting. Hurting. Okay, now this guy, these need to come up a little bit, I think. Do something a little bit more like that. Is that okay? Let's see. Let's Google an image. Let's look this up. Come on. Come on. Italic. What is it called? German doubles. An Essetts, that's right. Yes. Images. Okay. It's quite soft. Quite a soft angle. Sure. Nope. Not very italic in here. Let's see if I do this. And can I just copy it like that? Haha. Okay, it still didn't really help. Here are some. Let's look at these. Okay, it's I need one with some contrast in it though. That guy. Maybe? Maybe? Like this? Free, serif, bold italic. CMU, bold italic. Gosh, Elena, how do we stand out in this industry? This is crazy. What about that one? Nice and blurry. It's good. These ones are fun. Look at that one, that's like really nice and scripty. It's like a, in so many other typefaces, it's like an FZ. Wow, look at that one. That one's just lovely. Okay. Well, we just gotta, oh yeah, that's just, yikes. Alright, let's figure out how we go about fixing this. Let's switch that back for a second. If we round this out a little bit, I think it'll help. And probably should soften this curve a little bit. Yeah. Move that up. Go over and back. Do I have my, let's see, let's bring in this guy. No, maybe more in this ballpark. Okay, feels a little better. I wonder if we just soften this up too. Helps. That didn't do much. Let's. Okay, and of course this is all on the other layer than the one I need to be working on. I should be working on that 215 contrast layer. But alas, here I am working on the main one. Okay. So that's sort of okay. Let's see what it looks like as our serif font. Okay. So deleting that one, and we're deleting this one. Paste this in here. Plop them on center. Do that for a second. Maybe. Okay. Oh yeah, it does need to come in a little bit, doesn't it? Oh, and that's quite broken too. Good lord. Good lord, Cursify. What is happening? Alright. Better. Whoops. Okay. Like that. And then let's do the lazy man's way of reordering those glyphs. Bam. Cut and paste. Okay. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced, chat. Like, I think it needs to be narrower. I think this bit and that bit need to be a little tighter in here. But I also think that it's just a little bit too much white space overall. Like, I think this needs to come in a little bit closer to that, maybe. So we keep that rhythm, right? Like, we need to keep our vertical rhythm in this bad boy, at least a little bit. Okay, so if we do that, and we fix some of these, this curve, whoops, this curve that we ruined down here. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know, chat. It's probably not thick enough in here anymore now, is it? So we did some of this. A little bit of that. Okay. Do we still have my measuring sticks? Do I have those things in here? It's the lower, upper. Let's do this one. Hello? Yeah, my little guides, remember these? It says my glyph is empty. Maybe it needs to be on this one. Upper? No, it's empty. My guide is empty. Yikes. There we go, we'll sit those down a little bit. I guess we just bring in like this guy, right? And say, okay, so he is about the right thickness. Although this is the upper, right? It is. So it'll probably be just a hair thicker if we do capital O instead. Bring it in and say, okay, it's not as thick. But we could probably also bring in the S. No. What are the characters gonna have like a half C curve? The R? Probably. Whoops. Grabbed a point there. Like the R. Yeah, the R is quite a bit narrower than the O. So, I suppose if it's just in this ballpark, right? He would look like that. What was his name? What was the guy's name? Thor Bjorgensen. Yes. I don't need to see images of him. I know he's giant. Yeah, can I copy this in all caps? If I copy this, does it go in all caps? Can I change the case? That would be nice, wouldn't it? I guess it's not in place of any of these things, is it? No, it's not. It's the thorn. He uses the thorn, guys. What a rookie mistake. I thought he used the other ones. That's right. Let's look at our letters anyways. It's all, it is all broken. It's broken. Mine's broken. Oh, how strange. What happened there? Chaos. This one's broken too. Man, look at the thorn. Hello? Seraph? What are you doing? What are you doing over here? Come here, big guy. There you go. Come here. There you go. Live somewhere more like that, huh? Okay, let's... Oh, yikes. Okay. Maybe a space there. Looks pretty good. Man, I don't know though. T-H-O. Let's see. I'll go back. Just do like words that use. The serf tried to run away. The thorn is spiky. Yeah, it was it needed that help. It needed that. What are words? Now spelling. Okay, here we go. Let's spell those words with this character in all caps. Yeah? So hui. Nope. E before. Oh, I keep thinking I before E. No. E. I. Thorn. Okay. What that one?